Hi guys, so I've been trying to do this video for a while now. I feel like there's not very many stories about Graves' disease and paleo on the web as much as I think there should be. So today I'm going to talk about what Graves' disease is, how it's related to autoimmune, and my diagnosis. So let's get started. So Graves' disease is referred to as overactive thyroid. Basically, it's autoimmune disease that means that your immune system believes that your thyroid is a foreign body and needs to be destroyed. So it starts attacking your thyroid. This leads to your thyroid producing too much thyroid hormones, TH3 and TH4. I'll link it down below. So the symptoms of Graves' disease, there are quite a few, so I'll read it from the list. A goiter, so it's enlarged thyroid in your throat. It's also trouble sleeping, irritability and nervousness, so you get like panic attacks, heat sensitivity, so excessive sweating, or even cold, because your thyroid controls your body temperature. Hand tremors, which means that your thyroid's really overactive because it's basically running a marathon. Also a rapid heartbeat, which is another symptom. You get thinning of your skin or brittle hair. You have frequent bowel or movement or not regular bowel movements. You have weight loss without dieting, which was my main symptom. You have fatigue and muscle weakness, so you're really tired and you want to go to bed and you just don't feel like getting up. You have light menstrual flow, or you have trouble getting pregnant. So they're just a few symptoms. You also can get eye changes, so you can get the dark circles under your eyes, and get bulging eyes because there's pressure behind your eyes. Luckily I never got that symptom, so I'm glad about that. Graves' disease basically means that your immune systems are overrun, and so it starts attacking your body, which in my case is my thyroid. What I learnt was that the foods we eat really affect our digestion. Because the Graves' disease affects your thyroid, it's endocrinologists who you go to when you're diagnosed, and the only people who really look at autoimmune disease are naturopaths. Doctors are investigating it, but there's no speciality in autoimmune disease. So that's also why I've started this blog, because I feel that there's so many people out there with autoimmunes and they just accept it as everyday life, and they don't have to. Basically, they mask it with their medication, but Graves' disease does not go away. It will be there as long as you continue living the way you're living. Autoimmune is only determined by 3 factors: your heritage, your lifestyle, and your food, so what you eat. So if you change those 2 factors, you can decrease your symptoms. You don't need medication. I'm going to share with you my diagnosis. So let's get started. My diagnosis was when I was 15, 16. I had for the past 3 years become really tired, always hungry. I would feel like I was dying when I got home from school because I was just so hungry. My mum kind of accepted it as I was growing and I was just a little bit hungry, and that's normal. But after it started getting a little bit more frequent and I started showing more symptoms like dark bags under my eyes, you can't see it right now, but I'll put a photo in for you, and I would basically not be myself. So she took me to the doctor. I always seemed slightly sick. She thought it was just a bad immune system. So she took me thinking maybe it was just nothing, but it's best to get checked out. So I got a full blood work and it came back that I had high TH4 and TH3 levels. So my doctor referred me to an endocrinologist. I'd always had stomach problems, always had stomach pains, never had the proper bowel movements you're meant to have, and I just thought it was normal. I didn't really pick up on the symptoms. Now whenever I hear someone, they say that they just can't feel their hunger and they're always eating, I'm always like, oh, go get your thyroid checked, because it is possible. Thyroid is a very common problem in very many people, and unfortunately in many types it's actually to do with your lifestyle and your food choices, and that's what it was for me. I found out only last year that Graves' disease was an autoimmune disease, and I went to a naturopath and she started going through all the foods that I was intolerant to. I got an intolerance test on my arms, but she was like, well, that's only one test, that's your skin, one part of your body. Your skin is an organ, and that's one part of your body, whereas you also need to test things like your stomach lining and blood and all those things. And I even got a blood test, it came back with nothing, but she went through it with me and it was very expensive. My sensitivities turned out to be gluten, dairy, nightshades was a really big one, which is very, very unheard of these days. No one knows what a nightshade is until I started finding that there's so many people with nightshade tolerances. People in America know about nightshade intolerance, but I only found out last year about mine, and I was eating tomatoes and peppers every day. Of course, no one really knows about this sort of thing because there's so much we don't know about the human body. But the book that I was reading, the Paleo approach, really helped me to understand the science behind it. I'm not speaking like I'm a doctor, but I'm also not speaking from nowhere. I've done a lot of research and I want to share that with you. So next time I'll talk about my thyroidectomy here, which was the next step on my Graves' disease journey. I was only 21 at the time. So I'll talk about that in my next video, and hopefully as the weeks go on I can share more information with you about what autoimmune is, and how you can change your lifestyle and improve your autoimmune, whether it's Graves' disease or Hashimoto's or diabetes or MS. There's so many autoimmunes out there. In the book, A Paleo Approach, it listed 3 or 4 pages in small writing of autoimmune diseases, and I never knew that they were autoimmune diseases. I just thought they were diseases. So if I didn't know, there's a high probability that a lot of people didn't know, because I grew up in a well-educated area. I've always been surrounded by medicine and I was never told this sort of stuff. Okay, I hope to see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give it a big fat thumbs up and subscribe down below for more videos to come. Have a good day.